everybody, Joe Chacho here. Gonna tap on one thing from yesterday, and then I'm gonna go on to just plain old simple underwriting. Transamerica have come out with a brand new application. Your last application has got to be submitted today on the 0 to 44, and from the 45 to 85. Starting tomorrow, brand new application, different rules, basically some of the same stuff. Yet it's one application from 0 to 85, and there's now a height weight chart. A couple things have changed. Emphysema, COPD is still the same. Yet cancer was 4 years, now it's 2 years. So more stuff for you to look at on the back office. Jay said that the application is yet to come out on the for the different states. So as soon as he gets it, he'll put it in the back office. You guys should get it. As a matter of fact, if you're out today or out over the weekend and you want to go and look on the internet to see if it's available yet, please do so. So that's changing today, the last app. Foresters has also changed their application process. So Foresters got something new and different. Instead of them having the modified, the graded, and the immediate preferred, now they've got a graded, they've got a standard, and they've got a preferred. A lot of things have changed. I haven't gone over every single thing yet, but yet it looks pretty good what I see so far. So we'll talk about that next week. But yet, Jay's sending out the application for Foresters today. He's also sending out the actual agent guide for Foresters for you to sit and look at that there. It's looking good to me, okay? I think a lot of times these carriers have got to change the way they do business to stay up with competition, and I think that is what's going on, especially with Foresters. Now, let's talk about plain old underwriting. Underwriting is one of the most crucial parts of our job, other than getting a lead, getting into a door, having the person like you. Because what I've seen over and over again is that when we're in a home, we get excited because we think the client wants to buy something. But the client says, I've been denied before, but I only buy if I don't get immediate benefits. I don't want no 2-year waiting period. And what the agent does is that they circumvent the process. They deviate from asking questions. And what they do, they go straight to, oh, it's going to cost you this. Get on the phone, they do an application by iPad, and it's declined. So we need to take a step backwards and sit and say, I'm here now. If it takes me an extra 5 minutes to figure out the best plan for them, giving them the best program, the best price, is going to give me the best opportunity to make a sale. And what I'm saying by that is that a lot of agents lead with Royal Neighbors. And they'll sit and say, yes ma'am, you get a free will, you get the discount prescription card, the dental card, the vision card, you get all these different perks and benefits. And what they do is that they do not ask the health questions because the client says, I'm in good health. Today's Friday. Tuesday, an agent called me and he's all upset. Joe, I don't like Royal Neighbors no more. They're terrible and all that stuff there. So, well, tell me what happened. He says, well, I was there doing the application and the client got denied. They were denied coverage. I said, well, tell me about what the client was. He said, well, he was on insulin and he was still in the house. He was still in the house. He was living. He on insulin. And I said, hold on. I said, hold on. How long were they on insulin for? I said, Joe, I didn't ask. I didn't ask. Ask the person. He says, what did the client say? He says, when did you start insulin? He said, I started when I was 27 years old. I said, well, there's the issue right there. It's not the carrier that you can get mad at. We need to look in the mirror at ourselves because we're the underwriters. We're the field underwriters. We're the ones who've got to know where to put the client at. Carriers have got an application. All you got to do is read the application. There's no underlying hidden things where they're going to screw you by not giving you the application to get it processed because that's how they make money. You need to read the application. Now, I'm going to tap on a couple different carriers. In the back office, we've got the carrier breakdown of all the carriers, what they do take, what they don't take. Transamerica and Foresters will be updated probably by the end of next week. So what you're looking at now, if you go there to look at it, to be a little off, because it's just changed, okay? Jay has yet to get the application from Transamerica yet. So hopefully by next week we'll have it up and running to where it's more of a turnkey operation for everybody. Whenever you hear neuropathy, basically with no diabetes, they probably can go with anybody, okay? That's just pain. Yet when you mix neuropathy with diabetes, okay, Royal Neighbors is one of the best ones. Transamerica will take you also, okay? So when you look at a person, you have to look them in the eye and you need to tell them what I'm here to do is to provide you a service to get you what you need. And what we need to do, I need to ask you some personal health questions. Go into the HIPAA rules, I'm here for you, whatever we talk about is between you and I, to where they open up with you. So whenever you hear diabetes, the first question is, how old were you when you were diagnosed? Are you on a pill or are you on a shot? To get back to Royal Neighbors, diabetes, if they started diabetes with insulin prior to 30, it's a do not submit. It's written on the application. Now, if you have a client who's a diabetic, insulin or the pill, after 30, they're approved. If you couple that with neuropathy, Royal Neighbors says, we'll take you. We got no problem with that there. We'll price for it. A client of yours had a TIA, which is a baby stroke. It's not a question of Royal Neighbors application. They'll give your client immediate benefits. Other carriers is a do not submit or it's a graded or modified. So you need to know that TIA is friendly with Royal Neighbors. You got a client of yours who just started blood thinners for whatever reason. Now, they couldn't have a stroke 3 months ago, but certain times clients got to go back on blood thinners for whatever reason. Royal Neighbors says, Joe, we don't care when they started it, we'll take them. Most carriers will have it as 1 year look back or 2 year look back because people are normally prescribed medication because there's something wrong with them. Doctors just don't give you medication. Like when I go see a client and I'm talking to them, are you on any medication? They say, well, I'm on metformin because it's a preventative to where I don't get diabetes. I look at them and I go, okay, let me tell you something. Diabetes and metformin equal you have a diabetic problem. Your numbers are too high, okay? When they give you a sugar pill, they give you a diabetic pill, they give you something, you are a diabetic. When they give you a high blood pressure medication, it's not to prevent high blood pressure, okay? Because the way you prevent high blood pressure is to watch your diet, have no stress, and lead a perfect life, which I don't think any of us do. Or if they're taking a medication for Alzheimer's called Aricept, it's not to prevent dementia or Alzheimer's. It is maybe to control it, slow it down, yet the doctor has diagnosed you with that. That's why he's giving you that medication. So, go step back further now. When a client tells you he is on no medications, what that means is that he made a statement to you. Your job is to say, great. Your job is not to say, fantastic, let me put you in this carrier and it's going to cost you this. Your job as an underwriter is to say, great, I'm glad to hear you're on no medication now. What medications have you been prescribed and filled in the last 3 years? Joe, why 3? They only go back 2 years on most medications. Go 3. Go a little extra because they're going to have amnesia. They're going to forget to tell you a lot of this stuff here. Because a lot of times clients are on great health because they do not want to take their medication. They may not be able to afford their medication. Some clients who get a pill will take half of it today, the other half tomorrow because they can't afford it. Understandable, yet life insurance carriers say we have to ask questions. It's not based on anything other than their health and what they're prescribed. Now, excuse me. When it comes to asking about medication 3 years ago, is because if they're on no medication today, all that means is no meds today. The insurance company's going to look them up in the database on a prescription RX carrier that they use to look up medications for everybody. And if they see a medication on there within the last 2 years that they took, even though the doctor took them off of it, is still going to affect their possibility of getting an immediate, a standard, a modified, a graded, or guaranteed. So you have to ask those questions. When a client tells you, I'm on high blood pressure, I'm on carbidopa, I'm on Coreg, sometimes those medications there could mean heart attack. It could mean congestive heart failure. When a client says they're on a blood thinner, they could have had some type of blood clot. They could have had maybe some type of clotting in their heart, carotid artery clogged. You need to dig, okay? And when I say dig, it's just to politely ask more questions. Say, the insurance company wants me to ask them additional questions. Since you're on this medication here, they want to know, have you had a heart attack? Have you had an angioplasty? Have you had a stent put in? Pacemaker, defibrillator? Pull out an application. My favorite app is Rural Neighbors. Okay, I pull out a Rural Neighbors app because I've worked with them such a long time. I pull it out. I said, let me go through an application with one of my favorite carriers, and then from there, we're either going to place you with this carrier here, or we'll put you with one of our sister carriers. Learn an application backwards, forwards, upside down, to where when they say something, ding, ding, ding. Let's say you're looking at a Rural Neighbors application, and you're going down the application, and you get down to question number 8 or number 9, I'm not sure exactly which one it is, and it has COPD and emphysema. They say, yes, I have COPD, I take medication for that. Well, a minute ago you said you're on no medications, yet you didn't ask, are you on any medications? So they feel a medication is a pill. They may not think medication is a puffer. So how do you ask the questions? Are you a diabetic? Do you take a shot? Do you take any pills? Are you do you do any puffers for COPD or lung problems? You know, you have any type of hepatitis? You do any stuff like that there? So you almost have to help them remember either what they do have or assume they may have it to get the proper information to where you put on the right company. Rural Neighbors is diabetic friendly, neuropathy friendly, insulin friendly. They're everything friendly. Yet when it comes to COPD and emphysema, they're friendly, yet they got a graded program. Graded program with Rural Neighbors is 30% of the face year 1, 70% of the face year 2, 100% year 3. Yet, we have other carriers that you can get your clients immediate benefits. So that's why you go to the book we have, which is the Carrier Replacement Guide. Everything there's got, so I got 6 carriers here, 6 carriers here, AFib, AIDS, amputation, diabetes, all the way down cancer, lupus, sickle cell anemia. You got everything written there. So right now you're a brand new agent. You're unsure where to put the client at. You're going, oh my God, Joe, I don't know what to do. This client wants to buy something. I don't know what to do. What happens is that you need to be prepared. Either you print it out like I do, because I'm old-fashioned, or you put it on your iPad, you put it on your iPhone, you put it on your laptop, whatever you want to do, to where you can skim through it. And the beauty about that is it's going to give you a shortcut, okay? Let's say they got lupus. On the top of my head, I know America takes lupus. America says, we don't care about lupus, Joe, we'll take it. So once you start remembering certain things, you're going to sit and say, that carrier there, that carrier there, that carrier there. And that's what's going to help you do your underwriting better. When you're visiting with somebody, I'm asking you, I'm requesting you to take your time. Take your time and make notes. People like to see that you're writing stuff down about them. Don't know why. It's just their way of saying he cares about me. He's really got concern about me. And what you're doing, you're trying to remember the things that they told you. So what you do is that you write the stuff down, and then when you're through, say, okay, I've gone through all the information with all the questions. Looks like you had a stroke 2.5 years ago. You're on a blood thinner, which is fine. You said you're diabetic, and I have over here, you only take a pill. You've never taken insulin before, is that correct? Yes. And I have over here that you smoke cigarettes once in a while, but not that much. Yet that still constitutes you as a smoker. So you got to go back over with them to recap what they told you. First of all, to make sure you understood. And then also to maybe say, oh, no. I had a stroke 2 years ago. I thought it was, but it's only a year and a half ago. So now you got to go back to the drawing board to see who will accept you if you had a stroke over a year ago. American Eagle, top of my head, I know will take you. Eagle says you have any type of heart problems, heart, stroke, pacemaker, a stent. If it's been over a year to 2 years, that's their sweet spot. You give your client immediate benefits. Use the information we give you. Use it to your advantage, because this is the beauty about the paperwork we offer you guys. You got a 99% chance, if you ask all the questions, look through the book, check out their prescriptions, throw it all together, and say, I'm going to put you with Royal Neighbors, I'm going to put you with Americo, and I'm going to put your nephew, because his health is not good, with AIG. You know it already. And the reason you want to do that is so when you tell them the pricing, hopefully, God willing, it comes back what you say. Because if you rush through it and you want to put them with your favorite carrier, and your favorite carrier is whichever one it is, and you tell them $10,000 is going to cost them $50, you made the close, you had to do a little persuasion, you had to convince them that they should have it. Dying is not a choice, it's something that's going to happen. They agree, they say, that's what I want, $50. And you get so excited and you circumvent, you deviate, you go out in left field and you don't ask all the questions. You get them on the phone with the carrier, you do an iPad application, and you see denied. You see graded, and you go, oh my God, what am I going to do? Now, that $50 premium just went to $71. It went to $64.50. Who knows what it went to? You know what's going to happen now? Client's not going to want to buy. You've already given them a price of $50. You convinced them, you showed them, they decided to. Now you're saying it's $62.50, and what's going to happen? There's a possibility they'll sit and say, no, I want to think about it. No, I've been thinking about it here. I think I have insurance. Now they're going to start giving you excuses because you bumped it up $12. And you're saying to yourself is, man, what's $12? That's not a lot of money. Come on, man, $12, that's not much money. And I made a mistake. Come on, man, give me a break. I got a car payment to make. Client don't care about us, okay? We care about them. The lead we care about, the sale we care about. What the client cares about is MONEY, CASH. We have got to prove to them that it is okay and they feel safe to give you their money. Because that client does not feel comfortable putting their hand in their pocket and saying, Joe, here's my monthly premium to give to the carrier. You're not going to make no sales. So when you're doing underwriting, you want to ask questions. You want to be clear with them that everything you're talking about is all HIPAA regulated. You can't discuss nothing, to where they'll hopefully open up with you. If you're writing with another agent, you're training another agent. He's also an insurance agent. She's also an insurance agent. Whatever we speak about is between us. We're not allowed to discuss nothing. Plus, we have a fiduciary obligation to you not to discuss anything. You want them to open up. When they say they're on this medication, find out why. What's going to baffle you is that they're going to give you medications and they have no idea why they're on those medications. No idea. So now you got to go to your Google, start punching in these meds. And they say, well, this medication they say is for this. They're going to go, I don't know. So you got to go down a little bit. Oh, it's also used for that. Oh, yep, that's what it's used for. So you got to look it up, help them out. Now, when you find out the medication, you need to find out how long they've been taking this medication for. And I'm going to tell you, the hardest part about it is for them to remember when they started taking it. The other hardest part is to figure out what medication is considered maintenance and what medication is considered treatment. Well, they're both treatments, they're both maintenance, but carriers have got different ways of doing things. You guys find on hepatitis and they're on hepatitis medication for 3 years. Insurance companies say, Joe, woo, woo, woo. That's not maintenance. That's called treatment. So once a treatment drug has got total different rules than maintenance, they're going to either be a decline or a graded because they're on that type of drug for that type of illness. Yet when you got high blood pressure, or you're on cholesterol medication, or you're on insulin, they consider those maintenance for your illness. Maintenance is not the same as for hepatitis. They call that a treatment. So you almost got to be a doctor, a pharmacist, Philadelphia lawyer to understand, keeping track of this stuff here. What I will promise you is that when you make a mistake, you got to make a note here and here, so when you go back there again, you don't make that same mistake. Okay, I'm going to close it. Transamerica, last day to turn your app is in today. They got new apps coming out tomorrow. Forrester's new apps come out probably next Monday. You got till Saturday to submit a Forrester's application. Both of them look better. Both of them look a lot sexier. I think they're going to be a lot better for us when we're in a house. I look over here, if I'm right, there's only a 1 year look back on heart stuff with Forrester's. Not exactly sure if I was skimming through it. Look at it, review it. We're going to see if we can get some of the reps on the phone to go over it with you guys. With that said, I appreciate your hard work. When you're in the house, tap those brakes, slow down, relax, ask open-ended questions, find out what they have wrong with them. Don't deviate, stay on path. Appreciate your hard work. You got any questions, call us. And as always, drive safe. Bye-bye, guys. This headset, Jay, is driving me fucking wacko, man.